I'm Dr. Dane Donahue, and I'm here in my office. I want to tell you about an exciting boot camp that's going to be coming up April 12th and 13th. We're going to be doing it right here in my office, which I'm really excited about, and that's the Everest Day 1, Day 2 boot camp. I've been through it twice, and I have to tell you, I've been in practice 22 years, have a lot of my family members that are chiropractors. This is by far the best Day 1, Day 2 you're ever going to find in practice. And, you know, to me, it's sort of like a quarterback. If a quarterback doesn't know how to throw a pass, he's not going to be a very effective quarterback. If you don't know how to do a Day 1, Day 2 and get your patients to close, meaning that they open up a relationship, not just a short-term but a long-term relationship with you, then you're sunk. And so we're going to be teaching, and Dan and Barry specifically are going to be teaching the concepts in Everest Day 1, Day 2. A couple things, little pearls that they're going to go over that I got out of my experience. Barry's going to be going over the concept of moving people up the ladder. And you know, this created a visual for me that really stuck with me. And so what Barry will teach you, and specifically is going to go into kind of the languaging of how you bring people up the ladder. But if you can envision a ladder, well, the top of the ladder is where a person closes. The bottom of the ladder, the first rung, is when they come into your office. So how do you position that person to bring them up the ladder so that by the time they go to close, it's already a foregone conclusion that they want care. They go from coming in needing care to at the end of your Day 2 actually wanting and sometimes begging for the care. And I've experienced this with my patients ever since we've done the Everest Day 1, Day 2 and switched to this model in our practice. It's so congruent with what we teach in our practice, which is a lot of wellness-based lifestyle as well as correcting subluxation. We teach also preventing subluxation. What lifestyle do you need to live to be healthy as well? And we get paid to do that, by the way. One of the things I think it's important to know is that we all have million-dollar practices. Barry, Dan, myself, and we're going to teach the concept of what you need to know to have a million-dollar practice. There's 3 stats that are absolutely essential that you know, and we're going to provide the formula. How do you get to $1 million? When you learn this formula, you're going to recognize it's not that hard to have a $1 million practice, but if your mind isn't open up to it, and you don't know how many new patients you have to see, and how many times that you have to see them, and what you have to collect per visit, there's no way you can get there. But once you recognize how easy it is, and we teach you, how do you get that number of new patients? How do you make sure that you're seeing people for long-term care rather than short-term care? And then finally, one of the concepts I love is Dan's going to go over the concept of minimizing. And you know, people are minimizers. And what that means is they minimize the impact of their health on their life. And so by understanding the connection between what a person is truly going through, how many traumas they've had, how that's impacting on their home life, on their relationships with key people in their life, their health is impacting their life at a much deeper level than they want to give credit to. And when you surface that and uncover what their health is really doing in their life, people are going to want to get under your care. So what I'd like to do is just finish up with my portion. I'm going to go over something I call upserving. We've all heard of the term upselling, but I want to go over upserving. What upserving means is when you provide more service to your patients, they will pay you out of pocket for that service. So I'm going to grab the camera and give you a tour of our office and show you how we upserve our patients. So we recognize that 50% of what we collect in our office is non-chiropractic services. So we have $1 million practice. We've collected over $1 million in cash the past 4 years, in addition to what we've collected in insurance. So this is our evaluation room here. We have 2 of them in our office, and you can see some of the posters here. I think we have really cool, I love the de-evolving poster. We have a poster that shows people what metabolic syndrome is. This is how we kind of lead people into 8 weeks to wellness. We have our wellness wall chart to kind of show people that wellness is a continuum between chronic disease and optimal health. And of course we have our chiropractic posters on subluxation. In here we have a whole, what we call the wall of fame, all of the testimonials of people that have done great in our office. So we literally have a whole hall of people that have done excellent under our care with 8 weeks to wellness. This is another evaluation room, so we have 2 exam rooms that are linked by our x-ray room. I want to show you our adjusting area. We have an adjusting area with an educational area here. You're going to see open adjusting. We do open adjusting. We have 6 adjusting bays, normally 2 chiropractors on at a time. We have a whole functional fitness area. You're going to see people training in here. That's our trainer Noah. So we provide functional fitness and exercise. We're going to teach you how we do that. Back there is our lecture facility. So we have a whole lecture facility in our office. We're going to be doing the boot camp in there. And then this is our staff here. So we have our staff. So show everybody who our staff is. This is our patient of the month wall. right? So where we feature the patients and then they go on the wall of fame. There's a therapy area where we do just unattended therapies, get people on roller beds and massage tables before they get their adjustment. And then finally I'll finish up in our reception area. We have a whole massage wing. We have 3 massage rooms. You know, we again provide services that people are willing to pay out of pocket for and that complement their chiropractic adjustments. We have a whole product area here. We provide nutritional, not only products, but we provide the support on what they need to be taking and why. And in our reception area, I'll just pan here. And so that's our office. So I will see you guys on April 12th and 13th. It's going to be an awesome experience. This finally, I'll finish up with a picture. This was painted by one of my patients when I first got in practice. So it's fantastic, a sentimental painting of a person that's thinking about their health. And so I want you to see this as a person thinking about their practice.